Why don't orphans play baseball?
Don't know.
They don't know where home is.
Hey kid, go home. I can't. I'm an orphan.
How do you tell if a chick is too fat to fuck?
I don't know.
When you pull her pants down, her ass is still in them.
Who was the world's first carpenter? I can't join you guys. I restarted my game and everything, but cheers. I restarted my game just so I could fucking jump in. Right.
What's a porn star's favourite drink?
Don't know.
7-Up Insider.
Who was the world's first carpenter?
No idea.
Eve, because she made Adam's banana stand. What's the difference between a hooker and a mosquito? Yeah, you've already said that one. When you slap a mosquito, it stops sucking. What's the process of applying for a job at Hooters?
No.
Give you a bra and say, here, fill this out. How'd you get a nun pregnant? Dress her up as an altar boy. Dress her up as an altar boy. That's how you get her pregnant. What do electric trains and a women's breasts have in common? They were originally intended for children, but it's men who play with them the most. Did you hear that one properly?
No.
Okay, I'll say it again. What do electric trains and women's breasts have in common? They were originally intended for children, but it's men who play with them the most. What's long, hard, and full of seamen?
Submarine.
A submarine. What's the best thing about dating homeless chicks?
No.
You can drop them off anywhere. What did the blind man say when he passed the fish market? What did the blind man say when he passed the fish market? Good morning, ladies. When do you kick a midget in the balls? When he's standing next to your girlfriend and says her hair smells nice. What do tofu and a dildo have in common?
No idea.
They're both meat substitutes. How did Rihanna find out? Carry on.
What? Let me get this one. Let me read it. How did the wife kill her husband?
Dunno.
Because she kept on sucking once he'd bust a nut.
Here we go. How did Rihanna find out Chris Brown was cheating on her? How did Rihanna find out Chris Brown was cheating on her?
No idea.
She found woman's lipstick on his knuckles.
What's 72?
Don't know.
69 with 3 people watching.
How do you tell the difference between oral and rectal a rectal thermometer?
No
An oral
idea.
and a rectal thermometer. By the taste.
What do the mafia and the pussy have in common?
Don't know.
One slip of the tongue and you're in deep shit.
How does a woman scare a gynecologist?
Dunno.
By becoming a ventriloquist. How is public hair like parsley? How is public hair like parsley?
Dunno.
You push it aside before you start eating.
It's true that.
What do you call two guys fighting over a promiscuous woman?
Dunno.
Tug of war.
Why did God give men penises?
Don't know.
So they have at least one way to shut a woman. Yeah.
How do you circumcise? That's already he kick his sister in the jaw. What does George Zimmerman and O.J. Simpson and masturbation have in common?
No idea.
Getting off once isn't enough. How is a woman like a road?
Dunno.
Both have manholes. Why did the cannon?
What's the difference? Go on.
What did the cannibal do after he dumped his girlfriend?
I don't know.
Wiped his butt.
What's the difference between hungry and horny?
Don't know.
Where you put the cucumber.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one. What does a 75-year-old woman have between her breasts that a 25-year-old doesn't?
Dunno.
Her navel. What is the Oh god, this we've this we've heard so many times I can recite it without looking at it. What's the speed of sex?
Dunno.
68, 'cause at 69 you gotta turn around.
Why does no one die a virgin? This is true, this one.
Why?
Because life fucks us all.
True. Why do vegetarians give good head? Anyway. Okay, what's the different? No, already found that one. Already done that one. What does? No, already done that one. What do you call a woman who is paralysed from the waist down?
No.
Married. What's the? I've already used that one. Already used that one. What's the best part about sex with 28-year-olds? What's the best part about sex with 28-year-olds?
No idea.
There are 20 of them. What's the What's the best part about gardening? Getting down and dirty with your hose. I had to use that voice. How is a girlfriend like a laxative?
Dunno.
They both irritate the crap out of you. What do the mafia and a vagina have in common? Yeah, you've just done that one as well. What do you call a useless piece of skin on a dick?
A man!
Yeah, the man.
This one! What do you call a bunch of retarded kids in a bubble?
No.
Vegetable soup!
Oh my god! What's the difference between your boyfriend and a yeah, that one's already been used. Fucking hell, this... What did the sanitary napkin say to the fart?
Dunno.
You are the wind beneath my wings. Why can't you hear a psychologist using the bathroom? Because the P is silent. What's better than roses on your piano?
I don't know.
Tulips on your organ.
What? What is the leading cause of death with lesbians?
Don't know. What do you call a virgin on a waterbed?
I don't know.
A cherry float.
Yeah. What do you get when you cross a donkey and an onion?
Don't know.
A piece of ass that'll bring a tear to your eye.
What do you call two lesbians in a closet?
Don't know.
A liquor cabinet.
How do you embarrass an archaeologist?
Don't know.
Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it came from.
Oh my god.
What's the difference between a redneck and a poor white trash?
Don't know.
A redneck will knock his sister up, poor white trash will marry her.
Yeah. What do girls and noodles have in common?
You know?
They both wiggle when you eat them. I got another one here as well. It's a bit farther ahead than the rest of them, but what do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
You liked it.
What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
Dunno.
A lictolopopus. A lictopus.
Why is being in the military like a blowjob?
Don't know.
The closer you get to discharge, the better you feel.
What's the worst thing about dating a blonde?
Dunno.
If you don't know what hole to put it in, neither do they. Okay, did you hear about the cannibal that made a bunch of businessmen into chili?
No idea.
Guess he liked seasoned professionals. How does a woman like a condom?
Dunno.
They both spend more time in your wallet than you do.
How do you kill a retard?
Don't know.
Give him a knife and say he was special.
I got another one here. Why is it so hard for women to find men that are sensitive, caring and good looking?
Dunno.
Because all no, because all them men have boyfriends.
How do you get tickets to use to the Tampon 100?
Don't know.
Pull some strings. Oh, what's the hardest part about eating a vegetable?
Don't know.
Putting her back in the wheelchair when you're done.
Oh god! What's the difference between an illegal immigrant and E.T.?
Dunno.
E.T. eventually went home. Why do women rub their eyes when they get up in the morning?
Dunno.
They don't have balls to scratch. What did the banana say to the vibrator?
Dunno.
Why are you shaking? She's gonna eat me. What do you call a 13-year-old girl from Kentucky who can run faster than her 6 brothers?
Dunno.
A virgin. What do you call 2 fat people talking? What do you call 2 fat people talking?
Heavy discussion.
Yeah. What do you call a party with 100 midgets? A little get-together.
What do you call a useless piece of skin at the end of a willy?
A man. What do going down on an old woman and a pork pie have in common?
This is a belter! What will it take to get a Beatles reunion?
Don't know.
2 bullets.
What What did going down on an old woman and a pork pie have in common?
Dunno.
You have to bite the crust and lick out the jelly before you can get the meaty bit. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
Dunno.
She gagged. How'd you get... How'd you get Dick from Richard?
Dunno.
How'd you get... Sorry, how'd you get Dick from Richard? How'd you get Bill from William? How'd you get Bob from Robert?
Dunno.
You ask him nicely. Why doesn't Santa Claus have any children?
Dunno.
Because he only comes once a year and it's down the chimney. It's down your chimney.
Why are black men's penises bigger than white men? Because
Dunno.
white men. Because as kids, white men had toys to play with.
Don't know. Right. What goes in hard and dry, but comes out soft and wet?
Dunno.
Chewing gum. Yeah. Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll?
Dunno.
Because Ken came in another box. What did the lepers say to the prostitute? Keep the
Dunno.
tip.
Why do men like big tits and a tight ass?
Don't know.
Because they've got big mouths and little dicks.
What's the difference between a clever midget and venereal disease? A venereal disease.
No.
One's a cunning runt, the other's a runny cunt. Running cunt. What's the difference between a bag of coke and a baby?
I don't know.
Eric Clapton would never let a bag of coke fall out the window.
What's the difference between love and herpes?
No.
Love doesn't last forever.
What's the difference between a hockey player and a hippie chick?
Dunno.
The hockey player takes a shower after 3 periods. What kind of bees make milk? My dad's told this joke so many times. What kind of bees make milk? Boobies.
What's the worst side effect of the pill?
What's the difference between a gay man and a refrigerator? The refrigerator doesn't fart when you take your meat out.
What is the irritating part around a block? What is the irritating part around a blonde's pussy?
Don't know.
The other guy's waiting their turn.
What do you call an expert fisherman?
No.
A masturbator. What's the
Why was
difference
6
between a
afraid
girl?
of 7?
Don't know. Because 7, 8,
'Cause
9.
7. No, because 7 wasn't a registered sex offender.
What's the difference between a girl and a washing machine?
I don't know.
When a guy dumps a load in the washing machine, it doesn't follow him around.
What
What's
do
the
you call a
worst
nun in a
thing?
wheelchair?
Don't know.
Virgin Mobile.
What's the worst thing about being a paedophile? I really hate this as well. What's the worst thing about being a paedophile? I agree with this.
No, no.
Just trying to fit it. Just trying to fit in. What's the best thing about a gypsy on her period?
Don't know.
When you finger her, you get your palm read for free. Who's the biggest hoe in history? Mrs. Pac-Man, because for 25 centuries she swallows balls until she dies. Did you hear about the short-sighted Mayo? Moily. You got the sight.
What do women, when having sex, have in common with a bridge?
What?
They both arch their backs.
What does a woman from Kentucky Fried Chicken have in common? Kentucky Fried Chicken have in common? By the time you're finished with the breast, the thighs, and all you have left is the greasy box to put your bone in.
We've got a mobile, hay bale. Shit.
Why can't Jesus play hockey?
Dunno.
He can't get nailed to the boards. He keeps getting nailed to the boards. What did the letter Q say? What did the letter O say to the letter Q? Dude, your junk is hanging out. What do you get when you mix LSD and birth control? A trip without the kids. Yeah. How do you know you have a high sperm count?
Dunno.
Your girlfriend has to chew before she swallows.
Have you heard the one about the lesbian that took Viagra? She couldn't get her tongue back in her mouth for a month.
What's the difference between a Catholic priest and a pimple? Oh yeah. What's the difference between a walrus and a lesbian?
No.
One smells like fish and has a mustache. The other is a walrus. What did Princess Diana and Pink Floyd have in common?
Dunno.
Their last biggest hit was The Wall. Why wasn't Jesus born in the USA?
Dunno.
Because God couldn't find 3 wise men and a virgin. What's the difference between Michael Phelps and Hitler?
Dunno.
Phelps can finish a race.
What do they call lesbian twins?
Don't know.
Lookalikes.
What did Hitler say when he put on a blindfold?
I don't know.
I
He's
cannot
blind.
see. Hitler wasn't such a bad guy. After all, he did kill Hitler. Yeah. What did one of Hitler's assistants said to him one day? Sir, we're missing too many useless oars. Hitler replies, well, mine are less. A grammar Nazi then bursts in the door and shouts, Mein Führer. Hitler looks up and asks, yes. Mein Führer. And Hitler looks up and asks, yes. These are shit Nazi jokes. What do you
What's the
say when
difference between love, true love, and showing off? Spit, swallow, and gargle. What do you do when your dishwasher stops working?
Don't know.
Slap her on the ass and tell her to get back to work.
What's another name for Santa's elves?
You know.
Subordinate clauses.
Fucking hell. What's worse than having sex with a pregnant woman?
Don't know.
Having sex with a pregnant woman and getting a BJ by the baby.
Oh, God. What do you say when you're confronting a grammar Nazi?
I don't know.
There.
What did the lesbian vampire say to the other lesbian vampire? I'll see you next month. What's even better than winning the Special Olympics?
Don't know.
Not being a retard. What did one tampon say to the other?
Don't know.
Nothing, they were both stuck-up bitches. What's the difference between retard and a pencil?
Don't know.
Pencil will eventually get to the point.
3 men went to Las Vegas after losing their memory at blackjack's table. Hang on. Three men went to Las Vegas, and after losing their money at blackjack's table and their blackjack tables, the best friends decided to stay
get
off
away!
the strip in a not-so-lavish hotel. The guy that owned it had 18 daughters, so the first man went up to their father and said, "Can I sleep with your 18 daughters?" Father said, "No, but you can sleep with the pigs." The second man went up and said, "Can I sleep with your 18 daughters?" Father said, "No, but you can sleep with the cows." The third man said, "Can I sleep with your 18 daughters?" Father said, "Yes." So in the morning, the 3 men and the father had a conversation over breakfast. First man said, "I slept like a pig." The second man said, "I slept like a cow." The third man said, "I slept like a golfer." The father asked why. He said, "Because I got my balls in 18 holes."
What do you call a white guy with a black dick?
Don't know.
Michael Jackson. Karen!
What's a man's idea of balanced diet?
Don't know.
A Budweiser in each hand. What's the difference between Amy Winehouse and Captain Morgan? Captain Morgan comes alive when you add Coke.
How do you know if your boyfriend has a high sperm count?
Because you have to chew before you swallow. I said that one before. Okay. What did the bartender say after Charles Dickens ordered a martini?
No.
Olive or twist? What did the bartender say after the book walked in to the bar?
No.
Please no stories. Why did God invent Jameson whiskey?
No.
So the Irish would never rule the world. What do Russians get when mixing holy water with vodka? The Holy Spirit.
What do you call a Russian with 3 balls?
Ujinika Bolokov.
Yes.
I've heard that one so many times.
Flower baskets around here! Flower baskets!
What did the man with a slab of asphalt under his arm order?
Dunno.
A beer, please, and one for the road. You know what's funny about being sober?
What?
Nothing. That's why I drink. What? I love tequila. It mentions tequila in this next one, and I love tequila. Why did Mexicans create tequila? So ugly people would have a chance at having sex. What do you get when you mix English class with alcohol? Tequila Mockingbird. Did you get that one?
No.
To kill a mockingbird, tequila mockingbird.
Why did the girl ditch a one night stand in a bed?
Don't know.
Because when he was sucking on her tits, he was saying, mummy.
Oh god. What has 8 arms and the IQ of 60?
Don't know.
4 guys drinking Bud Light and watching a football game. What can you tell? How can you tell if someone Amish is an alcoholic?
Don't know.
They keep falling off the wagon. How many men does it take to open a Budweiser bottle?
I don't know.
None. The lady should already have it open and on the table.
What's the difference between 3 dicks and a joke?
I don't know.
Your mum can't take the joke.
Oh god. How can you find a guy who drank a case of Coors Light? He's the one dancing like an arsehole. How do you know a man is really, really gay? When he's nursing a Bacardi Breezer. What's the difference
What's black,
between
fuzzy, and hangs from the ceiling?
Don't know.
A dead electrician.
What's the difference between a juice spot and a bottle of Jack?
Don't know.
A guy will actually search for a bottle of Jack Daniels. How does a man show he's planning for the future?
I don't know.
He buys 2 cases of Miller Lite instead of 1.
What is the definition of confidence?
Don't know.
When your wife catches you in bed with another woman and you slap her on the ass and say, "You're next, baby."
I'd say, no, I'd just turn around and say, "Hey, do you want to join in?"
Why is sperm white and piss and yellow?
Don't know.
So you know if you're coming or going.
2 men were out fishing when one decides to have a smoke. The fuck? He asks the other guy if he has a lighter. He replies, "Yes, I do," and hands the other a 10-inch long BIC lighter. Surprised, the guy asks, "Where'd you get this?" The guy replies, "Oh, I have a personal genie." First man asks, "Can I make a wish?" Surely, the other man says. "Just make sure that you speak clearly, because he's a little hard of hearing." "Okay, I will," says the other. He rubs the lamp and the genie appears and asks the man what he wants. "I want $1 million. The genie says okay and goes off and goes back to his bottle, and 10 seconds later, 1 million ducks fly overhead.
If you force sex on a prostitute...
I'm not finished yet.
Oh.
1 million ducks fly overhead. The guy says to the other, "The genie really sucks at hearing, doesn't he?" The other man replies, "I know. I think I asked for a 10-inch BIC." DIC, sorry.
If you force sex on a prostitute, is it rape or is it shoplifting? You choose.
In the Garden of Eden, as everyone knows, lives Adam and Eve without any clothes. In the garden where 2 little leaves, one covers Adam, one covers Eve. As the story goes on, nevertheless, to say the wind comes along and blew the leaves away. At the sight, Adam did stare at what Eve treasured, all covered with hair, and wonder came under Eve's eyes as Adam's things started to rise. What the fuck is this? It's like a poem. It's a weird-ass poem. They found a spot that suited them best, a nice big tree where they began to rest. Her legs spread wider and wider apart while thrill after thrill came into her heart. The head of Adam's thing poked into the hole and filled her with passion beyond her control. Backwards and forwards the thing did slide, and each treasure was all wet inside. The joy was good, she wouldn't let it loose until Adam's thing was out of juice. Then down through the years people did screw, and now it's time for me and you. So pull down your pants and come lay on the grass. Course I'm in the mood for a piece of that ass.
Why is Santa so jolly?
I don't know.
Because he knows where all the naughty girls live.
An associate was romantically ambushed in a dark room of a law firm. After months of social isolation that comes from working 80 hours a week, the associate was happy to reciprocate. However, when asked by a friend to identify the lover, the associate was puzzled. All I know for sure is that it was a partner. I had to do all the work. The fuck? That one's weird.
Mum, if a boy touches your boobs, don't. And if he touches your pussy, say stop, girl. But Mum, he touched both, so I said don't stop.
A man with a mask on walks into a bank and goes to the desk. He pulls out a gun and points it at the lady's desk. Open the vault, skank. Sir, this is a sperm bank. We don't have any money. Open the vault right now or I'm going to blow your fucking head off. She opens the vault and turns back to the man and says, take out one of those jars. Please, sir, I promise we don't have any money. This is sperm bank. Take out one of those jars right now or I'll blow your fucking head off. The woman grabs the jars and looks back at the man. Take off the lid and swallow it. Sir, this is sperm. Please, I'm not drinking sperm. We don't have any money here. Please leave. Take off the lid, drink it, or I'll blow your fucking head off. So the woman takes the lid, kicks it back real quick, and swallows it with it, no problem. Then turns back to the man, and to her amazement, he took the mask off, and it was her husband. See? It's not that fucking difficult, is it?
Real men don't wear pink. They eat it.
An autopsy professor was giving an introductory lecture to a class of students. Staying over a corpse, he addressed the class. There are two things you need to make a career in medical forensics. First, you must have no fear. Having said that, he shoved his finger up the corpse's anus and licked it. Now, you must do the same, he told the class. After a couple of minutes of uneasy times, the class did as instructed. Second, you must have an acute sense of observation. For instance, many of you noticed I put my middle finger up the man's anus, but I licked my index finger. All of them licked the finger they shoved up the corpse's anus. A bear and a rabbit are both taking shit in the woods. The bear asks the rabbit, do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur? The rabbit replies, no. So the bear wipes his ass on the rabbit.
Have they not even fucking spotted me yet? I'm a bike floating in the middle of the map.
One time I was just thinking of stories to tell, and I thought of one. I asked my friends, do you guys remember the first time? Oh, do you guys remember the first time? Oh, hell yeah, they all said. So I'm telling them about mine. So I say, well, the first time I had sex was in the grass in a vacant play in the area. It was a perfect day, and we were just going at it for hours, and then suddenly my mum comes up to us out of nowhere. So I'm like, oh shit, what did she do? I asked my friend. My first thing that came out of my mouth was Bart. The fuck? Oh. a joke. His mother's a sheep.
Hmm.
Fucking hell. That's just lame. A little boy asks his dad, "What's between Mum's legs?" And he says, "It's paradise, my boy." "So what's between your legs?" "It's the key to paradise." We better go and we better go and get that lock changed because the prick next door has a spare key. Oh God. Okay, here we go. What did the bikini top say to the hat?
Yeah.
You going ahead while I give these two a lift.
Ooh. Okay. Aaron!
Are you guys done with that match?
Aaron's just floating back down.
Are you guys... No, fuck. Are you guys done with that match? No.
And we just left it at the stage.
I think this is the longest I've been on with you lot. Oh! Oh! There's a barrel! It's gone! It's fucked off. Oh no, it's not. It's real.
My husband
Shit.
comes home to find his wife with her suitcase packed in the living room. "Where the hell do you think you're going?" He says, "I'm going to Las Vegas. You can earn $400 from a blowjob there. I figured I might as well earn money for what I do to you free." Husband thinks for a moment, goes upstairs and comes back with the suitcase packed as well. "Where do you think you're going?" "I'm coming with you. I want to see how you survive on $800 a year." A police officer was patrolling the highway when he sees a guy tied to a tree crying. The officer stops and approaches the guy. "What's going on here?" he asks. The guy sobs. "I'm driving and picked up a hitchhiker. He pulled a gun on me and robbed me, took all my money, my clothes, my car, and tied me up." The cop studies the guy for a moment, pulls down his pants, whips his dick out. "I guess this isn't your lucky day, pal."
Does anybody know in this chat Riley Reid?
Yeah.
Oh dear. She gets destroyed all the time, let's just say. Who else do you know? Shadow Pegasus?
I mostly
Do you
stick
know
to the. I mostly
August
stick to.
Ames?
Yeah, I mostly stick to the list of the top 10.
Oh, well, August Ames died though, didn't she?
Yeah,
Right.
I believe so.
She killed herself, like, why? It's unfair on us, really, we don't get to see her in any more videos. Do you know Shadow Pegasus? Somebody please tell me, Noah.
She died last year.
Somebody called Bella Danger.
Oh, yeah. She died last year.
I don't know. What, Mia Khalifa?
Yeah, she quit. She now hosts a sports show. She quit the porn industry.
Yeah.
She now hosts a sports show. Yeah.
Did she actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's definitely why I watch it. For the sports.
Why not?
An old man and an old lady getting ready for bed one
Previous
night when
work?
suddenly the woman bursts out of the bathroom,
What's that?
flings open her robes and yells, "Super pussy."
Previous work?
The old man says, "I'll have the soup." Guys.
Oh.
An old man and an old lady are getting ready for bed one night, and all of a sudden the woman bursts out of the bathroom, flings her robes open, and yells, "Super pussy."
Aaron's gone.
The old man says, "I'll have the soup."
Oh.
The old man says, "I'll have the soup." You're the best friend. Your best friend has 3 girlfriends. Their names are Doe, Ray, and me. All 3 want to do something special, so they set up a date. 3 days ago, Doe kissed him. 2 days ago, Ray gave him vaginal sex. And yesterday, who sucked his dick? The redhead tells the her blonde sister, "I slept with a Brazilian." The blonde replies, "Oh my god, you slut, how many is a Brazilian?" What the fuck?
Augustine's rip.
Mom, if a boy oh yeah. A guy goes to the store to buy condoms. "Do you want a bag?" the cashier asks. "No, she's not that ugly." What does it mean when a man is in your bed gasping for breath and calling your name?
Yeah.
You didn't hold the pillow down for long enough. You idiot! You guys done? When can I join?
Who's your favourite then, Mr. Pegasus?
Riley.
Riley Reid.
Yeah.
Something about Danny Daniels.
Although I do like Phoenix. I've been watching Braz's house.
Have you heard of Joanna Angel?
No. I've been watching
What
Braz's
about-
house whenever it's on.
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know. I don't focus on who's gonna win or not. I just fuck 24/7, so I'm watching it for that.
It's a competition to fuck is really like.
I literally just walk all over the place naked.
Yeah. I mean, what could be possibly more better than shagging and then the grand prize is like millions of pounds?
The grand prize is just like a fucking gangbang. I like how much.
Should everyday life thing though, innit, Blaze? Really? They are the entertainment to our needs, boys.
Yes.
You have to thank them for something.
The internet is for porn. I'm actually gonna fucking play that. Any music that's played in the stream, all credit goes to the creators. I have to say that. No, I have to say that before I play any type of music. It's a rule. Either that or
I want to actually
I
play
put a
music
disclaimer.
right now. I don't want to get like them free. Don't want to get them free.
It's on YouTube,
fine.
so it's fine. It's not on Twitch. Twitch have worse rules.
You know what I don't like?
What?
Nicole Aniston, she's a bitch. Well, no, I would like to. Oh, it's a blood drop. Adam just put us into it. Put us into HQ.
That's gross. You're a pervert. Sticks and stones, cake monster. No, really, you're a pervert. Normal people don't sit at home and look at porn on the internet.
His face.
You have no idea. Ready, normal people? Ready. Ready? Ready. Let me hear it. The internet is for porn. Sorry, Kate. The internet is for porn. I masturbate. All these guys unzip their files for porn. Porn, porn, porn. Internet is not for porn. Porn. Hold on a second.
I have supply drops. Alright. Yes. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You are not in the car.
This one's even better. Because it's not out of fucking sync. Please be quiet for a minute so I can finish. And then his face, he just like puts his hands over his mouth.
Did you hear about that guy who insured his penis for $2 million?
Yeah. 4 point. Oh shit! He said it by accident. He just went, oh shit. He's like, really? You believe that?
You know they're doing porn musical at Caprio next year.
They're doing a porn musical. Yeah.
You know.
Ready, normal people? Ready. Ready.
I haven't showed you way.
Now, I happen to know for a fact that you, Rod, check your portfolio and trade stocks online.
That's correct.
And Ryan, you buy things on Amazon.com. Huh. And
I'm gonna get a
you
biscuit.
selling your
2 minutes.
prices on eBay. Yes, I do. And Kristen, you sent me that sweet online birthday card.
True. But Kate.
Unable to connect to host. In 2 seconds, reset my game again. Try again.